He is the ultimate symbol of human intelligence, the radical thinker who bent space, time, and gravity, reshaping our understanding of the cosmos forever. But in 1933, Adolf Hitler declared Albert Einstein the ultimate enemy of the Third Reich. A $5,000 bounty was placed on his head. His books were burnt in public squares, and his life's work was labeled Jewish degeneracy. This is the untold psychological history of how the world's greatest pacifist escaped genocide, only to carry the crushing weight of the atomic age on his shoulders. In the early 1930 years, Einstein was the most famous scientist on earth, but to the rising Nazi regime, his Jewish heritage made him a target. A Nazi magazine published a hit list featuring his photograph with the chilling caption, "Not yet hanged." While Einstein was lecturing in the United States, Nazi agents raided his summer home in Germany, confiscating his property, bank accounts, and even his sailboat. He realized he could never return to his homeland. Overnight, the greatest mind of the century became a stateless refugee. He watched from afar as colleagues, friends, and millions of his fellow Jews were rounded up and sent to the dark abyss of concentration camp. The psychological shock of seeing his cultured homeland surrounded to absolute heavily broke his heart forever. Einstein was a lifelong pacifist who abhorred violence. But in 1939, nuclear physicists brought him terrifying news. Nazi Germany was researching uranium to build a weapon of absolute destruction. Einstein faced an agonizing moral paradox. To prevent a Nazi nuclear tyranny, he had to violate his own deepest ethical code. He signed a historic letter to President Franklin D. Roosevelt, urging the United States to start its own atomic research, a letter that birthed the Manhattan Project. Though Einstein never worked on the bomb itself, when he heard that America had dropped the atomic weapon on Japan, he let out a guttural groan of despair. Woe is me. For the rest of his life, he carried the crushing psychological guilt of opening Pandora's box. In his final years, Einstein refused to let guilt or hatred paralyze him. He weaponized his global status to campaign relentlessly for nuclear disarmament, civil rights for African Americans in the US, and world peace. He proved that while tyranny can steal your home, burn your books, and threaten your life, it can never capture the freedom of your mind. The psychological lesson of Albert Einstein is profound. Intelligence without empathy is dangerous, but conviction in the face of evil is immortal. You cannot control the darkness of the world, but you can always choose to be a voice for light. How do you stand up for your values when the world goes dark? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Hit subscribe for more deep psychological breakdown. And we will see you in the next orbit.